What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad that you're here. In this video, we're going to cover how to create a virtual classroom setting such as the one that is on your screen. So this is something that I created for my students just to kind of have a little bit of fun in this virtual learning world that we're in. It's not perfect, it's not the best, but it is super easy and fun. There are a million possibilities out there that we can go through and you can make. This is kind of what I came up with. I got the desk. I teach Texas history, so I've got my laptop up there. I've got the two flags in the background, and then I put a big old chalkboard right there where I can post the daily agenda for my students, and I can link stuff to that and really make it easier for them to navigate in this virtual learning world. So if this is something that you're interested in doing, let's jump right into it. So you're going to want to create this stuff in Google Slides. Okay, so there's the one I just showed you. We're going to start fresh, brand new, nothing on the screen. Okay, so when you open up Google Slides or you add a slide to your presentation, this is what you're going to see. The first thing we need to do is go ahead and remove these boxes. So I click that little border and then just hit the delete button, backspace, whatever you have. If you're on a Mac, it's delete. If you're on Windows, I think it's backspace. And so now we have just a blank canvas. So the first thing we're going to want to do is the background. Okay, so we're going to embed the background. So we're going to change background, and we're going to choose an image. Now in this, you can do pretty much anything that you want. If you already have a background, like you found something, maybe it's your classroom that you went and took a picture of and you want to just throw it up there, you can upload it right here by browsing your computer. I don't have a background, so I'm going to go ahead and Google image search right here. And so we're just going to look for floor and wall background is basically all we're looking for. So let that come up. And this is kind of what it's going to bring up. So you've got all sorts of choices. This one right here is what I chose for my background. But this kind of just gives you a little bit of depth in your classroom. You can do any of these. You can go to Google and search for a different one if you're not really liking any of these. There's, I mean, millions and millions out there. But you want to make sure that you have the floor and the wall and it's kind of looking straight at you, okay? Or you can kind of piece them together and go with the wall and then the floor. Really and truthfully, anything that you want. One of these caught my eye up here, and I was like, yeah, that'd be cool. We can use that one. Let me find it. This one. I don't know why, but I'm big on brick. So let's go ahead and insert that. And so that'll give me a little preview of what I'm working with. So I have a wood floor wall. Now you can't move this around, okay? That is imperative to this Google Classroom, or this virtual classroom, okay, in Google Slides. You want to make sure that you cannot move this background around. It is embedded into the background. So now we can start stacking stuff on top of it. So as you can see here, okay, I have a thing for brick apparently and wood floors, but hey, pick your background. Okay, I can't move this. Now I can move everything else around, hey, but that background, no matter what I do, it's going to stay there. Okay, so that's the first step. Now this is kind of where you get creative. So what do you want in your virtual classroom? So I'm going to show you a couple different things that you can do. Okay, first, if you just want to insert an image right here on Google, okay, this right here, you can go to search the web. Okay, so the little mountains, search the web. It'll actually bring up a little sidebar here that'll help you. So if you want to, anything that you want to do, you want to hit transparent backdrop, or really like, so transparent, let's say desk. Okay, and so this will bring up what are basically PNGs, and let's say that we really liked this desk, which I don't like that desk. I'm gonna be honest with you, finding a good desk is gonna be pretty difficult for you, or it was for me. I mean, you may have it out there, but let's say so we selected this desk. This is the one we want. We're gonna insert that. Okay, so now it's there inside of our classroom. It's on the floor. We can move it around. It goes literally anywhere we want it to go. Okay, again, I don't like that desk. I didn't really find anything that I really wanted. So what I would recommend you do is go here to a new tab, and you can just type in anything that you want. So we're gonna look at front side of desk. So it was important for me because of the way I am. I had to have the front side, right? I didn't want the kids to see any drawers because they don't see drawers if they're looking at my desk. Okay, so I wanted that front side of the desk. So I came over here and I looked and looked and looked for an image. Now, for time's sake, right, do we really need to do this? No. I guess it's actually back side of the desk. We're just gonna find one and kind of throw it in there. So let's say this one is perfect. Okay, so as you can see, this background is there. Okay, so that's a problem for us, but it's not really a problem because we have a workaround for it. So we're gonna save image as, and this is just gonna go onto our desktop. It's just gonna be image. Okay, then we're gonna take it in here. This is remove.bg, and I'll link this down in the description. But this is remove.bg, and I'm gonna upload a file here. It's gonna bring up my dialog box. I can select that picture that we just saved. Okay, it just removed the entire background for me. Now if I download in high resolution, I have to pay for it, but if I download in just basic resolution, I got it. Okay, it's right here, it's here. So I can go back to my classroom, back to my wall, boom, throw that in there. Now, does the color scheme really work? Is it that good of a picture? No, but it'll do for now. Okay, so we've got a little corner desk here. That'll work for now. Let's go ahead and insert an image, search the web. So we want transparent to stay there, and then we're going to go office chair. So it's going to bring up these choices for you. So we just look through here. Oh, that's a good one. Let me throw that in there. Insert. Okay, there's my office chair. I can throw that in there right about there probably. But that's a problem because it's not in the background. Okay, so we want to go here to format options. Down in, I think we can right click. Yeah, right click, order, and you want to send it backward. Or send, you can even send it to the way back. Okay, so all I did was right click, you go to order. Now you can send it backwards, send it back. We're highlighted on the desk because the desk is in the way now. Okay, so we can go back here, order. I can bring it all the way to the front. Now it's going to be in front of the desk. Anywhere that we put the desk, the office chair will be there. Okay, and then we just got to move it around and get it back set. So let's go ahead and send this to the way back. Now I have a chair sitting behind my desk. Let's put some plants up there. So we're going to search the web again. Let's go. Oh, we lost our transparent. We need that. Transparent plants. We're gonna need them in a pot. So let's put in a pot, enter, and see what they bring up. Oh, this is exquisite right here. We definitely need this. Put this tree, bring it on in. Now obviously if we're doing a realistic looking classroom, we're not going to put an animated tree in there, but for the time's sake it's fine. Okay, now we need something on the walls. What are we gonna do? We're gonna insert more images from the web. Now when I did my flags, I actually had to find the flag, find the frame, and then kind of put it together, but that's fine. I already showed you how to do that. Just remember to take it into the remove BG, and you'll be good to go. The only thing I haven't, that it hadn't been successful with removing, is like a canvas type thing, you know, with the X's, the crosses that you would get. You know, it kind of struggled with that a little bit, but for the most part it did a fantastic job of removing the background. So let's get a chalkboard. I kind of like the chalkboard look better than the dry erase board. I don't know, it's just me. Kind of makes me happy a little bit. I like that one. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, that's fine. We can leave it in here. So we're going to resize that. Let's throw this back in the wall. But we want to order that and send it to the very back so we have some depth going on. It's a little bit too big. It's a little, yeah, that's good. Now if we want to put text on this chalkboard, we can go ahead and insert a text box. Okay, so we can make a title like I did here. It says, you know, welcome to Coach Patterson's class. That's me. So I have my text box here, and I just basically type. So welcome to Texas history. And this is just like any other thing, right? I could center it, change the color. To select it, change the color. Why I did that? I can change the size if I wanted to. No, sorry. I make it bigger. It looks good. Move it around. It's going to give me that center line right there. Kind of shrink this down. That way it'll move it up a little bit. And that'll work. Okay, so welcome to Texas history. So my classroom is coming together. But it's more fun when you're standing in it. Okay, so how do I do that? Well, first of all, you're going to have to get the Bitmoji app. Okay, so if we go to Bitmoji, right here, bitmoji.com, it'll bring you to. So basically, you can create your Bitmoji, but you have to do it on the phone. Okay, so App Store, Google Play, you have to do it on the phone. And then there's a Chrome extension, which we'll get to right here. There's a Chrome extension for Bitmoji. It looks like this. Okay, so if I go here to my Bitmoji, it'll bring up all of my Bitmojis. So like I said, you have to create this on your phone. Then you can plug in, after you create your Bitmoji, it'll bring it to, you can put the Chrome extension on there, and then you can bring in your Bitmoji there. So I've already created that. It's already on my phone. I've got the extension. If you go to the Bitmoji Chrome extension, you'll have like add extension to Chrome right here. I have removed from Chrome obviously because I have it. Just make sure that this email that you create your Bitmoji with on your phone matches up with the Google account that you're signed into. That way it can communicate with your Chrome account. So I'm going to go here. I think I want to be sitting in a beanbag reading a book. So I'm going to go ahead and add another image. Search the web. So I'm going to search the web for transparent beanbag. Yeah, that one will work. I can drag and drop that in too, or I can hit the insert button. Okay, so obviously that's huge. Let's take that down a little bit. So I'm going to be hanging out in this little beanbag chair as soon as I get it sized up. I'm going to be hanging out reading a book. Okay, so then I go to my Chrome extension, go to my Bitmoji, and I'm going to say sitting, and it'll bring up some choices. Now this one is without my book, but you saw I just drag that Bitmoji in, and then I can throw him into the beanbag chair, and he's just hanging out. Okay, so if I wanted to change that, I could just select him, delete or backspace, whichever one you have, Bitmoji here, and I mean there are a million possibilities of Bitmojis. So whichever one you want to use. So I can say reading, and it's nice that you can kind of search. So this is what I'm going for right here. I could throw this whole thing in and delete my beanbag if I wanted to do that. Kind of drinking my coffee, hanging out right here, reading a book. I'm going to size that guy down a little bit so his head's not so big on the deal. So now I've got basically a pretty good classroom. So when I want to, when I'm done, when I'm satisfied, I've put, my text box in here, everything. What I want to do, so what I would recommend is getting a baseline for your classroom, okay? Then screenshotting it. So if you're on a Mac, it's Command-Shift-4, and I want to start on this top corner, and I'm going to screenshot this slide right here, and it's going to capture it, and it's now going to go to my desktop. And so what that did was that made it so that is basically my master slide. Okay, so if I'm gonna give this to the kids, if I'm gonna put this in, the weekly PowerPoint with the weekly agenda like I plan to here, so I'm gonna put the weekly agenda here. I'm gonna screenshot that before I put it in there. And so what that screenshot does is that I can add a new slide, delete these boxes again, and I can set that screenshot that I just took as my background. So I think that's it right there. Yeah. So I can set that as my background. Done. And now nobody can move any of this stuff. Okay, so when you share a Google slideshow, you know that anybody can edit it. So if I had this and I'm a child, right, I can easily rearrange Coach Patterson's room. Look, everything's bad. Okay. If I have this, I can't rearrange anything. So if this is my master background, like this is for me, so this will be my weekly stuff. This is my master background. I can take this. Now I can add, Monday's agenda when I insert my text boxes. Okay, so I can draw a big text box right there and go Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. You get the point, right? So now everything is good. The only thing that can be moved is this text box. Now if I'm totally done and I've got the weekly agenda, everything in there, and I don't have any links, so that's what you need to keep in mind. If you have links, you can't take a screenshot because obviously that takes away your hyperlinks. But if I have everything that I need for the week, I'm going to take another screenshot of this and I'm going to set that as my first day slide, or my first slide in the PowerPoint, so that that way the kids can't move anything. They can't move my text, they can't move my words, nothing. That is the master slide, and that's where it's going to sit. Now if you have a link, you can't do that, okay, because you're going to lose the hyperlink. Okay, but like if I said Monday, watch this video, and then I went to like the Will and Jess YouTube channel, because if you're not subscribed you should be. So if I go here and I want to upload or paste the video, let's say, okay, we're talking about cotton cattle railroads. Okay, that's my beautiful setup there. So I can copy this, and then I can go back to my virtual classroom, watch this video, Command V. Okay, now it's on their dashboard or their chalkboard, and they can control click and bring it right up and watch the video. So what I did there was I control clicked and just changed it to the title of the video. Okay, so now when I save that, or when they get it, when they're presenting the slideshow, okay, they can click right there and it'll take them to the video. Now, like I said, if I get out of presentation mode, Command Shift 4, Command Shift 3 took the whole screen. If I screenshotted that again, okay, and I added a slide, that hyperlink goes away. So you just got to keep that in mind. Okay, so I'm going to drag that in there. Nope, can't do that. Delete that picture. I got to set it as the background. Choose an image, upload. I'm going to drag this one in here. Done. So now when they present this right here, they're going to be trying to click this link and it's not going to take them anywhere because it's a screenshot. Now as you can see, okay, this is a screenshot on a screenshot. So you see how blurry it got right there? So this is the screenshot of the screenshot. That's the original screenshot. Okay, that's the one we kind of messed around with and rearranged because that's what kids do. But you can see kind of the resolution difference in there. So what I would recommend is don't take too many screenshots of it. So if there's something that you need to change, right, go back, get a fresh screenshot of your master and then change it, because you can see the words and stuff kind of start getting a little fuzzy. The more you deviate from the master, the more it's going to get fuzzy for you. So that's basically it. Recap: set the background image, set your Bitmoji, get your Bitmoji set up with the Bitmoji app on either iPhone or Android. Put in, get as creative as you want, get as fun with the decorations as you want. You can literally spend hours doing this, just like I did, trying to find the perfect picture, trying to find the perfect situation. You can do as much as you want, as little as you want, but follow those steps. Don't forget, remove.bg is going to be a lifesaver for you if you find an image that has a background on it that you want to kind of move away or get rid of. And then after you get done, make sure you smash that subscribe button, like the video, comment on it if you want to see anything else or you got any questions about it. And thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.